Between these two fighters should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. Up first, it's Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards. This southpaw will... It's Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards. Always comes looking to entertain the crowd. Against them, it's Spaceman from the United States of America.
It'll be Ding Ding from Beth Bravo off.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth super middleweight champion, Lerone Sniper the Boss Richards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the dark cyan trunks with green...
You can tell both of these fighters... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Left punch. Insane action. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
A lot of effort being exerted here. And he scores with the counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Quick punch scores. Swing and a miss with the hook. Back and forth they go. Swing and a miss with the hook. A chance to make history. And Spaceman goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boy, this next round is... And there's the bell to start round 2. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen.
Whoa, Johnny! We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And make some Spaceman for Spaceman. He's been dropped. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. different tactics.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Good counter punching. Oh my, that's a game changer. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Love the response, though.
There's the bell for round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Punch, counter punch. These two were made for each other. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Gaps will appear. Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. I need you to go back.
I'm in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there.
Get that jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart.
Just stay focused. Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Whoa, Johnny! And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! And down goes Spaceman. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be big.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. Trying to buy time. It appears that the... Hold that thought. stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble, and Spaceman goes down. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Not many people would have predicted.
Another done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'll stay what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Flown out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been in before, but maybe switching my roads. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my end just begun. Another one last time please ya. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, no I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm
You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson. Irish Mickey Ward. If you're looking for heart, courage, and determination, this is your guy. One of the toughest fighters that's ever laced them up. Dalton Thunder Smith fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, United Kingdom.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Lowell, Massachusetts, here is the exciting junior welterweight world title challenger, Irish Mickey Ward. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Sheffield, England, an English super lightweight title holder, Dalton Thunder Smith.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Clean left jab. A big whiff with the right hook. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Right hook catching air. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punching. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. You don't want to trade shots. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Warden that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Those fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
How about that time counter shot? A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Warden that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Fight that round, that's his round.
What you do, good work.
There's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
His jab just got blocked. Good defense with that left jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ward in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't let him back.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp
already.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Swing and a miss with the right hook. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Going to punch himself out, though. They exchange punches. Do you believe what we are seeing? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Ward in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Switched off completely. You've been coached to the pier.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Got out of the way of that right hook. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ward in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
There's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Jab slightly off target. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The jab can't find a home. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ward in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What are you doing? Get your mind back on.
Right.
Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Catch and shoot. Stamina is off the charts. That counter punch on him. Mickey Ward gets rocked. He's been in these situations before, but can he find his way out this time? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't score with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ward in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs... There's the bell to start round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good defense to block the hook. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he... A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.